Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. My name is Hector, and today I am here to talk about the season 2 finale of Superman and Lois. I finally got a chance to see it. I kind of missed out on it a couple days ago. It's just because I was so busy with other stuff, and but I finally got caught up to it, and I am really excited to talk about the show finally after many delays and many annoying stuff, but whatever, it's neither here or there. I want to talk quickly about the show a little bit because I have mentioned it a few times. If you've been following me for some time, I've been talking about the show throughout on occasion, in some other videos here and there. Superman and Lois, I first saw the show sometime last year. It was back in October. I really wasn't sure about the show at first. I do like Superman. I love the character. He's actually one of my favorite superheroes of all time. Actually, see right here. It's right here. Batman 2, but it's not Superman. And I wasn't really sure about the show because, while I do like Superman, the CW, honestly, I'm not gonna get into it too much, but I will say the CW to me is probably one of the worst TV networks in the history of TV networks. And this is kind of someone who actually used to like the Arrowverse. I mean, I used to like the Flash and all that, but I cannot stand it anymore because it just kept going and going without any end. And it's just, I hate the CW in general. I hate everything about it. It's cheap. It's poorly written. It's boring. I hate everything about it. But Superman and Lois, my friend told me it was something different, and I finally got a chance to see the show last year, and it became one of my favorite shows of all time, Superman and Lois, along with Gargoyles, Avatar: Last Airbender, and a few other shows. I'm sure I'm missing out on a few right now, but that show to me is everything. And after seeing how great season 1 was, I couldn't wait to see what season 2 had to offer. And I will admit, I was a little concerned going into it overall because, again, the CW I don't trust at all. But when I saw it, all the episodes, by the way, I've seen all the episodes. I loved it. I love this season. There's some stuff I actually liked even more than the first season. Some stuff I was a little iffy on, but for the most part though, this season is strong. I absolutely love this season, and yeah, oh my god, and let's get into it. The plot of Superman and Lois season 2, I thought was excellent. It did a great job on following up the previous season, and I liked how it kind of showed like the repercussions of what happened with Superman and Lois and their kids, as well as some other people that are in the show. And Superman and Lois have a new threat in this show or in this season named Allie Allison, who runs this cult. It's kind of bizarre, but of course it is. And not only do Superman and Lois have to deal with that threat, they also have to deal with not just them, but also like their kids are kind of dealing with their own problems, and also some of the other characters are kind of dealing with their own stuff. And there's actually a recurring theme of secrets, and also there's a little bit of a sense of feeling incomplete with some of the characters. And the way the show handles its themes, especially the the secrets aspect, was beautifully done. I really liked how they did it, and the way like everything went from each episode and such, and how it wraps up, I thought was incredibly satisfying. Just I have to talk about it. The writing of the show is excellent. Like everything about it, like every episode has a clear beginning, middle, and end, and I like that they don't wait until like the last 5 episodes or something in order for it to be interesting. So I'm glad that they don't actually they basically get to the point. They don't try and drag or put filler in. They actually get to the point and they go like, here, this is the meat of the story, So I'm glad that they actually try to get to the point across. And speaking of characters, I want to talk about the characters and the acting. I want to get into Tyler Hoechlin a little bit. And I have to say, he's my favorite Superman. I love Tyler Hoechlin as Superman so much. I actually liked him in the previous stuff, like with Superman, Supergirl, and some of the other stuff that he's been in, but I didn't feel he was given really enough to do. But here, though, he's given a lot of good material. Like, just, oh my god, everything about his performance. He has so much range. Everything about it is believable. It all feels natural, and I buy everything that he's saying or doing. Like, just I absolutely adore him as Superman. He embodies that character so well, and it's basically the equivalent of Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, or Christian Bale's Batman, or Kelsey Grammer as Beast and X on the Last Stand. Like, just, and of course some other cast members. I'm sure you can name them in the comments if you want to, but I'm just saying, my point is, Tyler Hoechlin just brings so much personality and this wholesomeness to his take on Superman, and I love it so much. I've enjoyed a lot of the other Supermans, by the way. Of course, Christopher Reeve, classic. I mean, come on, like, no one can hate him, like, no one. And of course, I like Brendan Routh and Henry Cavill as well, and Dean Cain I like too. But Tyler Hoechlin, to me, he's my number one Superman, and I adore him so much. Like, there's actually a lot of moments I could recall that I really enjoyed him in. There's actually a scene that happens, and again, I won't say what happens, but it was near the end of episode 11, and oh my god, it was honestly one of the greatest moments I've seen in any superhero related thing. Like, not even just in TV shows, but in movies and such, But it's not even just with Tyler Hoechlin. Like, honestly, everyone on this show is fantastic. Elizabeth Tulloch as Lois Lane. Hopefully I pronounced her name or her last name right. I really liked her too. I also love this version of Lois Lane, and her chemistry with Tyler Hoechlin is on point. Like, again, I believe everything that they do and say. Just, oh my god, they are so good together. And also their kids. I'm trying to remember the kids' names that play Jonathan and Jordan Kent, but they're really good too. Again, everyone on that show is brilliant. Like, there isn't one cast I really didn't like at all. Like, everyone was on the top of their game, and of course the characters that they play, like, everyone I believed in. Like, everyone felt fully fleshed out, and I completely bought their motivations. Though, as for the villain, Allie, well, I did think she was a really good villain. I don't think she was quite as compelling as the villain in season 1. I know who it is, but the name, but I don't want to say it just because, spoilers. Because I really want people to watch Superman Lois. I really do. But I don't think she was quite as fleshed out. I'm not saying that they needed to give her this full-on backstory or anything like that. I just wish they kind of delved in a little bit more with her character. But she was still enough of an intimidating presence that made you go, okay, this one needs to be stopped. And also, again, I'm trying to remember the actress's name, but she plays Lucy, who was also on Supergirl, Lucy Lane, Lois Lane's sister. It was great to see her back again in the role, but her character, I don't know, she was kind of different from how she was in Supergirl, and this is, I don't know if it's for the better or for worse. I don't know. It's just, and again, on the one hand, I get what they were going for, but on the other hand, it felt a little one-dimensional, like just the way she was acting. And nothing to do with her performance. Her performance was fine. Like, I actually liked her performance. It's just her character just kind of felt a little one-dimensional, at least compared to the other characters. But aside from that, and some of it being a little off with some of the writing here and there, the writing was still very on point with their characters, and everyone I bought, like all the characters I bought their motivations and such. Another thing about Superman and Lois that I absolutely loved was the production values of the show. Even though this is clearly a TV show, the way it looks, like from the cinematography to the photography, like, the color grading and such, it feels really cinematic. Like, this feels like movie quality, and like, I was really impressed. Like, actually, I remember when I saw the first episode of season 2, I was actually really impressed. Like, I actually thought to myself, wow, spare no expense, of course, I mean, same thing with the first season, but and also the effects on the show look really good too. Like, there were a lot of impressive visuals and effects that were used, though there were points where it looked a little off, particularly with the green screen. Like, the green screen, I think, was probably the only iffy part, because there were points where I'm just thinking to myself, okay, they're clearly standing on a green screen. But compared to like other shows like I've seen and such, it's still pretty impressive for the most part, like the way it looks and such. So, but yeah, just dude, like overall, like the effects and the visuals look really good, and the action sequences are really good too. Like, actually, I found the action a lot better here than in this season than the previous season. The first season had some pretty good action too, but this one, I think they really dialed it up. There's a great fight that happens in around the midpoint, I want to say. Like, Superman fights this other enemy. Again, I won't say who, just because of spoilers. But oh my god, I got chills. I was like in awe, like how awesome it was. So just, man, like when the action delivers, it delivers, man. Overall, what else is there to say about the show? I love Superman and Lois so much. Right now, it's still one of my favorite shows, and just oh my god, just everything about it just worked for me. Aside from minor gripes and such, this show fires on all cylinders. I love the story. The cast is great. The action is great. The visuals are outstanding. Also, the music's pretty good too. I know I didn't mention that earlier, but I wanted to mention that because the music's really good too. And also it honors the character of Superman so well. And this has my favorite version of the character. And I'm going to say something that I think is going to be a little controversial. So be prepared for this one. And I really thought about this. Trust me. Okay. This is the best superhero show we gotten since Daredevil on Netflix. Yes, I went there, people. I am not joking or exaggerating. It is that good, people. This show is so good. And I was not expecting it to be that good. So to my friend out there that suggested the show, thank you so much. I am so glad about it. And yeah, just, oh my God. I heard they are making a third season, actually, by the way. I believe it's coming out next year. If the show is anything, if the season keeps up the quality of the previous two seasons, then I'm fine. You know, season 2, it's, you know, there were a couple of things I could have fixed, but aside from that, still really good. And I cannot wait to see what they're going to do. I cannot wait to see it. And also, I propose that Tyler Hoechlin teams up with Robert Pattinson. So have Tyler Hoechlin Superman and Robert Pattinson Batman. Make another Batman Superman movie, and it'll be the greatest thing ever. It will make $1 billion. Actually, no, $2 million. No, $3 billion. That's how good it would be. Just wanted to say that. Well, all right. Well, I hope you enjoyed my review on the show. And also, but though, seriously, guys, if you can, please check out Superman and Lois. That show is so good, people. Like, I'm honestly a little depressed that people don't talk about it enough. I really wish people did. The first season is streaming on HBO Max. The second season obviously just finished, so I was just on HBO Max. Though you could check out on the CW Seed, I think that's what it's called. It's based on the place where you can see all the episodes of the CW shows, which Superman and Lois, that's the only one I really care about. But all right, well, hope you guys enjoyed my review of the show, or this season in particular. Stay tuned for more content as always, and don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and yeah. All right, stay safe, guys, and please check out Superman and Lois. Please check it out. It is so good, people. Yeah. All right, stay safe, guys. Bye.